Last Saturday at Keyworth Stadium, Tampa Bay came in to try to spoil Detroit's party, but Atez Juve's bangers from the outside of the box put Detroit up by a score of 1-0. Later on in the afternoon and long evening, it was Darren Smith notching his second goal in 2 weeks and his 9th of the year. Detroit went on to win by a score of 2-0 and dropped their magic number to 21. Tonight, San Antonio comes in with playoff aspirations of their own. They're in a playoff battle in the Western Conference. These two sides collide tonight at Keyworth on Soccer Night in Detroit.
Don't leave him alone. Don't let him shoot like that. Can Nate Steinwasser deliver? Of course!
Week 26 begins with an interconference clash between Detroit City FC and San Antonio FC. All right, back at it at Keyworth Stadium again as Detroit City FC tries to make it 2 in a row tonight. This time they take on a 4th place San Antonio side.
Back on the wooden desk, back here with you after a couple of shows via Skype. Oh, by the way, I couldn't forget. Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Thank you for the movement, sir.
This is the fake version of, well, Mountain Dew.
Yes.
Just like
one of my favorites. Yeah. One of my favorite movements being, obviously, fireworks the best for me. But for the most part, and we're not looking for sponsors, but hey, if Fago, if you want to come calling, we endorse your pop. Just say it. Just say it.
Well, let's get down to the business.
Let's get down to dirty gritty here as we are talking about. Well, this is we're down to 6 games left at home.
I think 6 games left at home after this one.
Including this one,
including tonight. Yes.
Yep. Yes. And and we all know what those last 4 out of the last 5 are going to be like. It's all against the top 4 of the Eastern Conference. But Detroit City, they had a 6-point day last week because by beating Tampa Bay, the magic number is now down to 21. It was at 27. Now the magic number is down to 21 because of the fact that they beat the last place team. 6-point swing right there.
6-point swing, yes.
And we'll look at the other games in that 7:00 window as well.
And there could be some clinching possibility tonight, including the first matchup of a rivalry with a usual name. Late in the season. We'll get to that
in a little bit here. But first off, let's talk about San Antonio.
Oh, yes.
This one, I look at it many different ways. I look at this one as an opportunity for Detroit City to flex their muscle here at home.
You're right. Yeah, and then, by the way, both of them are battling for a playoff spot. Us at home, we're tied for 5th with Pittsburgh. San Antonio is 4th in the West. This is their next to last game. And looking at the stat breakdown, I hate to say it, almost pretty darn even. San Antonio have more shots, although shots and targets are that close. Both of them 50% possession. And corners, and they're the same. But you know what their Achilles heel will be?
Discipline.
Oh, yes.
Flat out discipline.
I know.
Last week at halftime of the loss in Lexington, the team, let's see. Actually, there was a yellow card.
Yes.
2 yellow cards in that one, as a matter of fact, as we go back to their last opponent in that match. San Antonio played against Monterey Bay.
Yes, that ended in a scoreless draw.
Guess what? There was a double, or actually a straight red. Lucio Barron, 86 minutes of play, earned the red card. He will not be available for today's match.
No, he's not going to be here tonight.
And that's been a problem for San Antonio all year long. As you look at, I think you do have the stat.
I do have the stat. 63 yellow cards almost double what Detroit City have, 37.
And that ranks for first in
I know.
all of the USL.
I saw an unofficial Facebook fan page for San Antonio, and they were celebrating that. We're number one. Nothing to crow on them. Also, they had 4 red cards during the game.
But it explains why they're at 28 points. Because if you're spending if you're spending 4 of your matches with a man down, that's going to make things a little bit more difficult for you to get points at that point.
Try for victory. I got the list there. Lucio Bruno, who is suspended for this game today.
Lucio Braun.
8 yellows. Number 10, Jorge Hernandez, 7. He's
their leading scorer, by the way.
Yes, you're right. And he got a red card. Alec Corledred, number 21, 6. Jimmy Murray, 6. So that's your offenders, if you want to call them.
Yeah, offenders as far as that. Lack of discipline is what's hampered San Antonio for most of the season, and they would be a factor in winning the Western Conference, in being on top and being one of the top teams in the Western Conference. I mean, they are in a playoff spot, home playoff spot right now. However, the fact is, bad discipline could lead to lost points, as I mentioned.
Lost points.
Or
draw points.
Yeah, well, I mean, you lose. I mean, it could easily go from 3 points to either 1 point or 0 points,
or no result.
Yeah,
as we like to say. Yeah.
Well, they did sign a forward.
Yes. Recently.
Kyle Linhairs. He is from the. He is a MLS Next Pro player. He played in the Portland Timbers system. Speaking of Next Pro players, Detroit City signed one.
Yes, it was official.
And we mentioned this last week on Soccer Night in Detroit via the majors, via the Philadelphia Union. Isaiah,
but it was official.
Yes, Isaiah LaFleur is available for selection tonight for Detroit City. He is a defender. Looks like going to be filling the role of one Reese Williams, who is out for the rest of the season. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And like you said, the leading goaltender for San Antonio is Jose Hernandez with 7 goals. And then
Jorge Hernandez, yes.
And another player, I can't read my own handwriting, Hawkinson with 4 goals. They're just like us. We got Darren Smith, Alva Duve, and the rest, 1 or 2 goals.
The back line for them is Alex Crognell and Mitchell Tainter. They're kind of like what Michael Bryant and Devin Amumensa do for Detroit City.
Yes.
They block shots, clear the ball from danger, win aerial battles, and are key parts of the build-up play. Both teams struggle to score. So these 4 players are keeping their teams in the playoff races, basically. So they rely on the defense as much as Detroit does.
Yes.
So you think it's going to be one of those situations where it could fall into a 0-0 draw or whatever it is, where Detroit may end up just gaining a point just by surviving tonight. However, who has been hotter than Kobe Hernandez Foster as far as the offense goes?
I would say Darren Smith.
Nobody.
I'd say
because if it wasn't
Matt Shelton,
Matt Shelton is. Kobe Hernandez Foster has brought a sense of, shall we say, aggressiveness to a Detroit City side that has been stagnant for most of the summer. And you see players like a Matt Sheldon, stepping up into Team of the Week. You see the resurgence of Darren Smith going in, coming in. 2 goals in his last 2 games. And the identity of Detroit City offensively has dramatically changed.
Yeah, and don't forget Offit Duke with that rainbow header, which was named Goal of the Week this week.
Beautiful strike. And I mean, we're looking at it once again. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Are you serious with that? As Neil Rule would say.
He passed by the defender over another defender, the goaltender, and it bended like Beckham.
Oh my God. Well deserved.
Goal.
And of course, people voted for that. It's a fan vote. They voted on that early and voted on that often, just like a Hamtramck election.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
I mean, despite all the troubles that we're facing, that the supporters are dealing with the club and all that, they are still out there supporting their people.
Yes.
And when something like that comes out, something like that comes, they're going to be on the side of the player. Bangers.
I know.
100% of the way.
I know.
And, shout out to those that voted in the, but like I said, even so, I mean, between that banger and the one by Kelly last week for Charleston Battery.
That was a floater.
Yeah, that was another floater as well.
Wow.
Those are two of the best goals of the year.
I agree. 2 of the best goals of the year for the Charleston goal. The goaltender didn't know it was about to go until it's too late. And for, the goaltender was right, but he got that extra bend and banged it in the back of the net, as they say.
I mean, and a big key to that 4-1 victory over Loudoun United, a team that is struggling as of late. I mean, we're going to break down this, later on, as far, later on down the road, of course, especially seeing as those last, 3 games here are key. 3 out of the last 5 games, or 4 out of the last 5 games are against the top 4.
Yeah,
3 of those are at Keyworth.
I know.
So, once we cross that, once we cross this Western Conference bridge, because this is an opportunity right here for Detroit City to start pecking away at that magic number thing. You got to, I mean, they got some good teams coming up.
Yeah.
I mean,
North
you got
Carolina.
No. I mean, I'm talking like Orange County. Much in the playoff hunt in the Western Conference.
I don't think we faced on Orange County.
No, we have not.
No.
But every team that you're facing, with the exception of Tampa Bay, is in the playoff hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Or above the line, shall we say, at this point. Because, I mean, every game going here on out, except for that last match against Tampa Bay down at Al Lang.
Yes.
Every team is on above the playoff line at a certain point at this time. You're looking. Let's look at the. Look at the table.
Look at this.
Look at the table in the Western Conference right now.
God. From
Orange County's sitting in 8th. That's our next opponent.
Yes.
New Mexico United. They're sitting in 7th right now. Lexington SC. So while we're facing the bottom half of the Western Conference table, before we go with the top echelon of that Eastern Conference table, this is an opportunity for Detroit City to gain some momentum and maybe some, pick up some points either way.
Very critical points because, like I said, I am double checking the schedule. Oh, yeah, it's Orange County. You're right. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah. Orange County next week. And then, as far as our table goes right now, I mean, we looked at ours.
We're 3 points behind a stinking Loudoun team.
Yeah, exactly. Who just reportedly is going to be losing their coach.
Reportedly.
At the end of the year.
We mentioned that, on the moving last week.
Yes. They're reportedly going to lose the coach at the end of the year, so they could be sinking fast. However, you got Pittsburgh right with us right now.
Oh, Pittsburgh, and we don't face them for the rest of the year.
Right, and they're sitting at 28 points. Right now, they have like a 91% chance of making the playoffs, where we had a 61% chance of making the playoffs. As I was looking at, and I shared that with you, the race of the playoffs from the what do you call it? From the USL Championship.
Yes.
So, it shows the magic numbers of each team involved there. But and like I said, other than Tampa Bay, it's all top 4 opponents.
You're right.
At the end of the year.
You're right about that. We're gonna face them one by one. We faced on Charleston next last game, Louisville here, North Carolina here, Loudoun here. So this could be big impact if you want to catch up.
Absolutely.
To grab the number.
You got to take advantage.
It's mathematically possible. You could make
and obviously the closest East or Western Conference playoff team is going to be Lexington.
Oh yeah,
who are just east of.
Louisville. I know, but let me play God a little bit. If Lexington was in the West, they would have made it. And if Birmingham was in the technically West, they would not have made it.
No, obviously not. I mean, but Birmingham's on the outside looking in as of right now too.
I know.
So, but coming up tonight, though, I mean that's 7 o'clock tonight. That 7 o'clock window.
The important games,
some big matches here,
including the Lipa Can or
Lipa FC.
The
first one this year in the championship.
I can't believe it. Deep in the playoff race.
Well, we couldn't believe that we were playing Tampa Bay last week, and that was the first time we met them. North Carolina beforehand. North Carolina
playoff race.
Yeah, North Carolina
deep in the playoff race.
Yeah, North Carolina beforehand, and then so Lipa FC, always a big always important,
Uh-huh.
especially to those involved in that. The Brickyard Battalion and the Coopers and all that
Yes,
stuff. That's
I know.
a big important game for both of those
I know.
both of those sides.
Louisville to try to create some faith between them
Yep.
and Charleston, and Indy 11 trying to hang on to a home playoff spot.
Absolutely, and of course, Loudoun United takes on the Miami SC tonight.
Yes, Miami.
Is it going to be a get-right game for them, or is Loudoun's problems going to continue?
Maybe they may continue. Their lean quarter, who was burning up to the Golden Boot standing, hasn't scored in a while.
No, it's been a long while for him.
It's been a drought, literally.
It's been a long while for Abdi Abakura.
I know.
You got North Carolina taking on Hartford Athletic. Hartford Athletic has been playing some great football lately.
Yeah, that's been the big surprise. We all thought they were finished dead last.
And then they beat us, and they beat us in the regular season. They took it. I mean, they gave us a penalty shootout, and we ended up
outside looking in.
Yeah, we ended up drawing and going into a penalty shootout in that game. I mean, they've been causing trouble, and they've been causing good trouble. It's a good time for the Bonanza over in Hartford, and now they travel.
Bonanza.
Yes,
look that up in the internet, kids. Yeah, and Miami.
And that's why they call their supporters group the Bonanza.
And by the way, Miami FC, this is an important point for them because they're 3 points out of a playoff spot too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. We skipped over Charleston Battery against Rhode Island FC. They're 2 points out of a playoff.
That's another big game in
right.
What do you call it? That's another big game, especially as far as the playoff positioning goes. Right there, Charleston clearly they're in the top two.
Mm-hmm.
Rhode Island, God, what is wrong with this team?
I don't know. They're in the Yankee Cup final, but they can't. I don't want to say keep it together. They had a slow start, just like last season on the road to the championship.
It's like, when are they going to wake up?
When are they going to wake up?
When are they going to? But then again, grant you, they had a lot of draws that first.
Yeah.
I mean, that first part of the year last year that
helped.
Right. That kind of helped them. This time around, not so much.
Not so much.
And other than Maxi Rodriguez, who they got that's really gotten them going at this point?
I don't know.
And then Tampa Bay, who just lost here last week, take on the Riverhounds.
That's an important game to watch.
At 7:30. Yeah, at 7:30 tonight. So
you're right.
As far as that top half being that 7:00 window being very, very heavy as far as Eastern Conference teams. The only other team that's playing from the East is later on tonight, and that would be. Hold on,
give us something.
So that would be
Birmingham Legion against Orange County FC.
Yeah, and we know the struggles of late for Mark Briggs' side could be a tough 3 points for Birmingham Legion to get out in Irvine tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I said, that's our next opponent, by the way, is Orange County SC next Saturday here at Keyworth
Great
Stadium.
scouting if you're not busy or staying home after going to the festival and that cover band festival in Royal Oak. I won't even mention the name.
Cover band. There's not. They got some national acts there. I just don't.
But most of them are cover band, for God's sakes.
There's some good. There are some good. Okay. I know a guy, Tino Gross.
I know Tino Gross too. I know his wife.
He's played with Holland Diablos. Tino G's Dumpster Machine. He usually has something going on there.
Yeah, I don't want to trash all the legitimate bands who play like Howling Diablos like that. Yeah. But sometimes they are mostly cover bands, and sometimes they're not.
You get some good people. You get some good acts there at the Art Beats and Eats there.
But the Hamtramck Music Festival, Festival,
it's free.
It's free.
It's free.
That's where the real music comes at.
That's right.
Don't you count it, for God's sake.
That is free. It's free, and I haven't been because we usually got games going here at Keyworth and all that stuff. So it's like, it's hard to balance things out and all that. And of course, obviously this is the first weekend of college football. Michigan's got a game tonight.
Yeah,
they're taking on
New Mexico. You can see it on Peacock.
We take on New Mexico in about a week or 2.5 weeks.
Soccer, by the way, that's a midweek game. Yes, but speaking of football, Incidentally, this morning, I watched the entire 3-hour College Day. Usually I don't watch College Day. I usually watch something in the Bogus League on ESPN Standard.
I was actually watching Wrexham take on Millwall for some odd unknown reason because I said, "Oh, Millwall's playing. Oh, they're playing Wrexham. Okay, I'll watch that." Right. By the way, Wrexham won that one.
By the way, I was mostly watching College Day because this was the final show.
Yes, I did caught a little bit of it myself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can we say as predicted?
We knew if it was going to be at Ohio State. Give me my first love. Brutus the Buckeye. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And as you see on top of the screen,
yeah,
I put it on top of the screen because
I know.
Forget that state.
I know. I know. We don't like Ohio State, and every time we
okay. If we get marked, I never mark these videos for kids for a reason. Okay. That's the reason right there.
Hey, it was his final show, and that was the first head.
God bless him. He's been a fixture for college. Yeah, college football fixture for at least 50 years. Forever, yeah.
And also Indiana
in the Big Ten.
And by the way, there is a popular theory among Michigan fans that he hated Michigan because the last game he coached was against Michigan.
Well,
allegedly.
It might have been. Yeah, it could have been.
But he had worn the winged wheel on his head.
Yes, he has. And yes, he has. He has worn Sparty a few times as well, in reference to those.
And by the way, not only is the end of Lee Coso, it's also the end of the retirement. I mean, the helmet logo. It goes with him. No other guy will use it again.
Nope, and rightly so. But we don't use helmet logos here.
No,
we don't even. Well, I mean, I got the logo here and logo here. We don't use those types when it comes to our picks here.
If a Friendly Bear was available, I would use it. But no.
Shout out the Friendly the Bear crashing our team news last week, by the way. So,
and by the way, the picks. I think I'm in almost.
I know we both were correct. I was correct with the result, but as I mentioned last week, we don't go by results. No. We go by who wins, who losses, or who draws.
Except if it goes to the Jacob Major Cup, like overtime win, overtime loss.
But we don't. Jägermeister Cup's done, so we don't care about that.
Yeah, although we missed it by a goal, but who cares? But
it happens. It happens, though. But speaking of which, you are dominating as usual. You're going to probably run away with this. You're going to probably run away with the golden boot, the supporter shield, the player shield, whatever the hell it's. We haven't set up a trophy for that. We probably won't either.
Yeah, unlike whatever they're calling the regional sports network, where they give a goal or silver bat or boom or something like that.
I mean, needless to say, like I say, he's dominating all this. But like I said, this is a game where Detroit City, I can see them winning this one. But how do you see it?
Honestly, I have a good feeling. I'm going to say 3-1. I think San Antonio will be playing too hard tonight. That could result in more yellows. Who knows? But 67, oh my God. Either that team is not diplomatic and said, hey, be careful. They may draw you to a foul.
And who knows how many players have got a yellow card that are yellow card or two away from being suspended for a match at this point.
You're right. Yeah, the rule in the USL Championship, and I think all soccer, if you get 8 yellows, you're gone for that game.
Yep, and there are ramifications there. I mean, we ran into that last year with James Murphy.
Gene Murphy,
where they dropped yellows along the way because of good behavior points.
Oh, okay.
So it was late in the year where I think James Murphy ended up getting knocked out.
And not only that, the goalie Richard Snatch only had 38 saves, not much, but 5 clean sheets. Carlos Herrera has
Detroit City FC right now leads the league. It is tied for the league with 8 clean sheets amongst the 2 goaltenders.
Oh, yes. Carlos Herrera and Carlos Sandala, who's been lights out, especially last
week. So you say 3-1.
3-1. I think Darren could score a goal, but guess what? And here's a weird relative. Joe Henry, you probably know. You think I mentioned to him. Last couple of weeks of a program on NXT on the CW, Detroit 50, by the way, Joe Henry has sort of appeared. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Yes. 1 week he appeared out of the refrigerator. Confront said, hello, what's up? guess what? The next happened the following Friday during fifth goal score. Last week, he appeared out of a storage locker. What happened? He scored. He may score or he may not. Joe Henry was not on NXT this week. Or they're going to get. Is it Alpha Dupe? Could it be finally in the regular season one Matt Shelton, the sacrificer? Who knows?
I'm thinking that I'm looking at you, Kobe.
Yes.
I'm looking at you, Kobe. I mean, if you don't score a goal, I won't be mad.
No.
If he doesn't score, I won't be mad. But the fact is, he's going to generate that point. He's going to generate that offense enough where they end up scoring a goal. Maybe two. Maybe two in this one. Remember last year?
Yes.
You and I remember last year that game against San Antonio where we thoroughly dominated that game.
Oh, yes.
I have, in the way that they dominated Tampa Bay, I can see that happen against San Antonio as well. Mm-hmm. But it's getting past that stingy defense. I'm going to say 2-0.
Oh, okay.
For Detroit City tonight. Because, and I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt of the defense. Do I see a red card in the future? Maybe. Maybe. It's and don't be. I don't want to hear we were a man up. We should have been winning like 5. Soccer is a different game, folks. I mean, even though you have the man advantage for so long, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Be careful avoiding that trap. They want to probably see a reaction to you, and you don't want to get a yellow card.
And that's why Detroit City is one of the least as far as or the lowest as far as discipline goes in the USL Championship. Only 34 yellow cards for the year.
Yes.
So I think they're going to be.
I
think they're going to be very disciplined. They're going to be very focused. I think they'll, like I said, I think they're going to come away with a 2-0 victory tonight.
I say 3-1. It's going to be a rarity to see them score more than 2 goals.
Absolutely.
So
where are we seeing this game tonight?
Oh, baby, there's plenty of options. First, the game is on the CW Detroit 50. There's their regular logo after the Pro-Bet logo last week. 7 o'clock, as always. And, they're going to show NASCAR after the match.
ESPN Plus as well. And don't forget.
Not ESPN Plus. It's now ESPN app. They reformed it, including a ultimate thing, but it is on the ESPN Select app.
And there's a third logo. There was a third logo on that graphic.
You're right.
You can hear the match on Sirius XM app, not Sirius XM 157. Okay. They got some MLS game going on at 7 o'clock. Okay. But if you have the app, you can listen to it. Just type in USL and then look for a live match. You'll get to hear Neil Rule and John Krieger on the call here tonight from Keyworth Stadium.
It's going to be a spectacular.
It's going to be like the old days, the simulcast, like. Remember the Pistons simulcast back in the day on Channel 50?
Yeah,
I think the Red Wings had that thing as well.
Remember, it was a few seconds of delay, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
You know how radio works.
Yes, exactly.
So if you're not watching Channel 50,
usually the radio is faster than it.
Right.
And I've noticed that too. Listening to the Lions games, trying to sync it up with the TV for that one.
To fantastic Dan Miller.
Yes.
I mean,
tonight, though, you get to hear the fantastic Miller.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are tonight watching this game. You'll get to hear Neil Rule and John Krieger do the call of that one. As far as us goes,
do we meet after hours?
We do meet after hours, pitch side from Keyworth, from here at Keyworth. Hope to get an interview or two after a victory. If not, we're going to be analyzing this one. We're going to be breaking down some of this Eastern Conference Battle Royale, shall we say, because there's a lot of games going on in that 7 o'clock window.
And we'll update the standings after the fact.
Yes, from that point, yes.
In real time during the 7 o'clock, after the end of most of the 7 o'clock games,
Yeah, because I think we'll be done. Yeah, because we're done at 9. The other 2 matches will be done around 9:30. So we'll at least have at least 3 of those matches for you there. At least all the 7 o'clock matches we'll have for you.
Let's get out of here.
Until we meet again, folks, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.